I guess desperate people do desperate things. La 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 la. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Uncle Jocko.
kids with those dreams?
They're real dreams. I'm going to make them come real for my kids.
Oh, you Rosa, crazy woman. God put you down right here because he meant for you to stay right here.
God's like me, Bob. We both need outside assistance.
You have squeezed the last penny out of me you are ever going to get.
It ain't for me, it's for my girls. It's too late for me.
It ain't too late for you to get a husband to support you.
After 3 husbands, I want to enjoy myself. I want my girls to enjoy themselves and travel like Mama does.
Yeah, and you'll leave them. Just like your mother left you.
Never! Aren't you ready for bed, Louise?
Jen says you said she could sleep with you tonight.
You know how high-strung the baby is after a performance.
I performed.
It ain't the same. Now say goodnight and go to bed.
Good night, Grandma.
Good night, Louise. You're a good girl.
You are a good girl, and I was proud of you tonight.
Mama, how come I have 3 fathers?
Because you're lucky. You were born with a call. That means you have the power to read minds and tell fortunes. And wonderful things are going to happen for you.
Why did you fill her with such bunk?
It ain't bunk.
Nothing wonderful is going to happen to her or you. Or to you.
Maybe not to me, but they're going to have a marvelous time. I'll be damned if I'm going to let them sit away their lives like I did, or like you do, with nothing but that calendar to tell you one day from the next, or that plaque from your rotten railroad company saying, congratulations, for 50 years you've done the same dull thing every dull day.
That plaque is a great tribute. It's solid gold.
How much did you get for it?
You think for 1 minute that
What good is it doing? It's just sitting up there.
It belongs there like you belong home.
Anybody that stays home is dead. If I die, it won't be from sitting. It'll be from fighting to get up and get out. rotten remark. And if you were a gentleman, you'd apologize and book my act.
I am not a gentleman.
Oh, yes, you are. Deep down, you are.
Herbie, I've been looking for you to get your opinion of the show. I doubled your Cracker Jack order, Ed.
That bad?
Except for a couple of acts. I left a memo on your desk.
Mr. Webber, you left me right in the middle of a sentence.
Madam Rose, you're always in the middle of a sentence.
But if your show is as rotten as this intelligent gentleman says, you could certainly try my act for a couple of nights, and how couldn't he?
Yeah, you could. You could, Ed. What? Your theater gets a family audience. They love kids.
And my kids are great.
They sure are.
How do you know?
I've seen them. Where? In Seattle. They give you a show a lift, Ed.
Listen.
Stop pushing. Let me think it over.
Oh, gee, it's hard for me to say thanks.
You just said it.
Why did he listen to you?
Everybody in show business listens to anybody. Besides, I used to book acts into this theater.
Are you an agent?
I was, but I'm in the candy business now. I sell to vaudeville houses all over the West.
How did you ever leave show business?
When the acts I handled had too little talent, I got sick to my stomach. Oh, seriously.
You're too sympathetic.
Also, I went bust. I was always giving them my commission and telling them they got a raise.
The good Lord says charity begins at home.
Well, I don't have a home.
You're not married.
I had 5 sisters, and the ugly one didn't get married until a year ago.
Why did you help me?
I love kids. But also, I saw you before,
Where?
waiting outside Weber's office. You look like a pioneer woman without a frontier.
I don't suppose you consider being an agent again.
Would you consider marrying again?
How do you know I'm not married now?
I asked the kids about you.
Well, after 3 husbands, it takes an awful lot of butter to get you back in the frying pan.
After 20 years of show business, kind of breathe better in the real world.
Funny,
What?
us. I like you, but I don't want marriage. You like me, but you don't want show business.
That seems to leave you there and me here.
Well, that all depends on how you look at it. You look at what we don't have. I look at what we do have. Funny, a stranger who's come from another town. Funny, I'm a stranger myself in this small world, isn't it? Funny, you're a man who goes traveling rather than settling down. Funny, 'cause I'd love to go traveling small world, isn't it? We have so much in common, it's a phenomenon. We put our resources by joining forces from now on. Lucky, you're a man who likes children, that's an important sign. Lucky, I'm a woman with children, small world, isn't it? Funny, isn't it? Small and funny and fun.
Well, I'm not going to pay much money.
Oh, you'll have to talk about money to Herbie.
And her act?
No, I can't. But I can. Yeah, yes I am.
I'll be in the office.
So much in common, it's a phenomenon. We Does this act to you as any good?